welcome back to Life Full of Zest. And as you know, I've had my twin sister with me for the last few weeks, and it's just been so much fun across the country and adventuring and traveling as much as life allows, really. And today we found ourselves in a beautiful small little town in the Eastern Cape, and we thought that we'd share this beautiful scenery with you by having a Pilates class on the beach. It is a beautiful brisk morning, but we are going to warm up nicely. My sister has joined us again, and what we are going to do today is do a Pilates class. I'll be doing advanced type exercises. My sister will be doing the variations. So if you feel like you're getting too tired in a certain position or movement, then you can follow her and she'll give you an alternative movement that you can do while still keeping up with the workout. So let's get straight into it. In our seated position, on the center of the mat, we're going to start with our seated Castridge. So let's wrap our hands around our shins, stacking that vertebra. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, slowly letting it all out. Deep breath in and opening that chest up towards the sky, and exhale, rounding that spine. And just allowing that spine to stretch out. Let's exhale and inhale, opening up. And exhale, rounding that spine. Let's do 3 more of these. Deep breath in. Exhale, opening that chest. And inhale, exhale, rounding that spine. Let's stack that vertebra, bringing arms out in front of you. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, opening that right shoulder towards the back left corner. Inhale, coming back to center. So you're opening and dropping slightly down to that bottom left corner, coming back to center. And exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Slowly bringing arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back to center. And we're going to do 2 more of these, keeping that back straight, keeping that core tight. Just getting that movement in those shoulders and in those arms. Slowly coming back to center, arms in front of you. Let's extend both legs, ankles in line with those hips. Deep breath in and exhaling, tucking in head, neck, and chest. Reaching down, rounding that spine as we draw that chest towards those knees, as we extend towards those toes. Inhale to pause. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself back up. We're going to do 3 more of these, so let's keep working. Let's inhale. Exhale, tucking in. Reaching forward. Inhale to pause. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself back up. And last one, take a deep inhale. Exhaling, pushing those knees into the ground as you tuck in that chin. Head, neck, and chest towards those knees. Toes to ceiling. Let's hold here. Let's inhale. Exhale, reach a little bit more further. Deep breath in. And slowly rolling yourself back up. Just making sure you are in the center of that mat. We're slowly going to round that spine all the way down. That comfortable supine position on the mat, bringing those feet towards the mat. Knees are bent. Take a deep inhale and exhale, slowly rolling that pelvis up towards the ceiling, 1 vertebra at a time. Squeezing those glutes, lifting, 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 digging those heels into the ground. We're going to hold here and deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rolling back down. We're going to do a few of these pelvic kills just as a warm-up to get into that activation. So lifting and lowering, slow and controlled. Breathing as we move that body and just making sure that we are activating and really becoming aware of the movement of those bones as we activate those muscles. Inhaling to pause, exhaling, rolling down. And remember, you want to make sure those knees are falling inwards, that they're brought in and not falling out. And you are moving that pelvis with that core. Inhale to pause, exhale, slowly rolling back down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that pelvis all the way back up towards the sky, digging those heels into the ground, squeezing those glutes. Now remember the variation. My sister's going to be doing these pelvic curl, shoulder bridge, toe taps with a bent leg, while the rest of us who want to follow me, will be doing it with a straight leg, lifting right leg into tabletop. And my sister's going to keep her leg bent while the rest of us extend that leg. And we're slowly going to inhale, exhale, lower that leg, then lift it back up for 1 and 2. Leading through that left heel as you make sure that you stabilize that pelvis with that left glute. And let's do 3 more. That's 1 and 2. Keep going. And 3. Keeping that leg up and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping that right leg down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that left leg up and extending if you want to, or keeping it bent. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower, then lift for 8. That's 2. Slow and controlled, leading through that heel. Very important to make sure that you are keeping that good posture. And let's do 3 more. And 2. And 3. And slowly lifting that leg back up and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping that leg, keeping those hips in the air. Let's squeeze a little bit harder, bringing arms up towards the sky. And let's dig those heels into the ground. Imagine them coming towards those glutes. You want to feel a burn all the way down the back of your glutes into those hamstrings. We're slowly going to draw our knees away from each other as well as our arms, then coming back to center. No variation here, just making sure that we're keeping that posture. Knees away, then back to center on that inhale. Exhale out, inhale center. Let's keep going. We should be getting a beautiful glute burn here. And let's keep working for another 5. Inhale center. And 4. Inhale center. Making sure that you are really working hard to keep those hips up when you draw those knees out. 3. And 2. And 1. Back to center, keeping your arms in the air. You're going to do little pulsations with those glutes. Just clenching those glutes as you lift those hips up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting those hips to slowly roll yourself back down, bringing your arms into a T position. Ankles and knees together. Deep breath in. Exhaling, dropping those knees towards the right-hand side. Just getting some trunk mobility in here. Just allowing that body now over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale towards the right-hand side. And let's do 1 more on each side. Slowly rocking towards the left. Coming back to center. And then towards the right. And slowly coming back to center. Keeping your feet on the mat. Knees are bent. You're going to interlace your hands comfortably behind your head. Again, the variation, you can follow my sister if you want slightly less challenging. The rest of us are going to lift right leg into tabletop, left leg into tabletop. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, lifting head, neck, and chest off the mat. And inhale to pause. Exhale, slowly rolling back down. Focus here is just to make sure that you're using your core to lift your scaps and shoulders while you're keeping that perfect posture in those lower limbs. You don't want to tilt your pelvis too much. You want to try to keep it in that neutral position. Inhale to pause. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale to pause. We got 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Let's keep going. You want to feel that burn all the way down that tummy. Remember to keep your knees in. Don't let them fall out. Inhale to pause. Exhale down. Lifting up. And holding here. Keeping up. Keeping your head in the air. Let's hold. Deep breath. We want to keep that posture for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly dropping back, bringing your arms into T position. Okay, so let's all lift our legs. If you're not in tabletop, let's lift those legs into tabletop. Right leg up, left leg up. Let's take a deep inhale. And on that exhale, we're slowly going to drop those knees towards the left-hand side. Inhaling, coming back to center, and then slowly towards the right-hand side. So this is a slight little drop, like a 45-degree angle. So you're just going from left to right, using that core to pull yourself back to center as you're working. So not using momentum, you're really working really hard to allow that core to take complete control. And let's do 1 more on each side. To the left, inhale, center, and to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head, keeping those knees exactly where they are in that tabletop position. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the floor. My sister's going to stay in a tabletop variation. I'm going to extend my legs. We're going to bring our arms overhead, and we're slowly going to lift arms towards the side on that exhale, and then inhale, slowly coming back down. So this is called hundreds pips. Inhale, exhale, lifting back down. Inhale, back to starting point, and exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's do 6 more of these, working really hard to get a deep activation into that core. And all the way up, keep working, sucking belly to spine, lifting head, neck, and chest as you bring your arms to your sides. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale, back down. And last one, we're going to stay with our hands on the sides, legs in the air, head, neck, and chest off the floor, pushing that air into the ground with those hands. And deep breath. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And keep going. Let's go for another 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slowly lowering head, neck, and chest as you bend those knees towards your chest, hugging in. And just allowing that heart rate to slowly come down, looking left and right, just to loosen up that neck. Very, very well done. We've got 1 more core variation before we move on to our glutes again. Let's keep working. You're doing very, very well. And let's slowly lift our legs back into tabletop. Right leg up, then left leg up. Interlace our hands comfortably behind our heads. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the floor. And those of you following my sister, all you're going to do is rotate your right shoulder towards your left knee. Inhale, center, and then left shoulder towards right knee. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can extend the opposite leg as you rotate from left to right. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate. Keep working. So very, very small movements, slow and controlled. And again, you're working your core to rotate that body as you extend from left to right. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate. Let's do 2 more on each side. That's 1. Inhale, center, and rotate. 2, and 3, and 4. Slowly coming back to center. Right leg down, left leg down. Dropping head, neck, and chest. Arms in a T position. And again, just rocking your knees from left to right to loosen up. Very, very nice. I'm feeling a deep burn in my core. I'm sure my sister is too, but it's one that is so worth it. Let's slowly turn over onto our right hand sides. Those of you following my sister can rest your head on your hand, keeping those hips on the floor. Those of you following me, you can lift your hips up off the floor. You're going to place the other hand behind your head, extending and lifting your leg. You're slowly going to inhale, and you're going to do 2 pulses forward, and then exhale 2 pulses back. So the key here is, with that instability and movement of that lower leg, you're working really hard to keep those shoulders and those hips completely perpendicular to the floor. You're pointing your toes in the direction that you're moving, and you're working really hard if you are in a side plank to keep that hip height. Keep working. And let's go for 3 and 2. Keep going. And 1. Back to center, keeping that leg up, hips up, deep breath in, exhale, toe tap, and lift. And that's 1 and 2. Keep working. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And little circles forward. And 1. Keep the ankle fixed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and changing directions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly dropping that leg. And let's turn over into a seated position. We're going to rest our hands on the mat. We're going to extend our legs. If you want a variation, remember you can follow my sister. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, lifting those hips up towards the sky as you look towards the sky. Inhale, and exhale, lower to hover. And lifting up on that exhale, and slowly back down. And lifting up. And down. Let's do 3 more. All the way up. And slowly down. And last one. After this one, we're going to hold slowly down, sucking in belly to spine, lifting up and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming down, turning over onto that left hand side. Again, either keeping your hips on the floor or staying in that plank position. Getting ready, if you're lifting those hips off the mat, extending that upper leg, upper arm behind the back of your head. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, 2 pulses forward, and inhale, 2 pulses back. Again, working hard to keep that knee height. You want it elevated. And then again, keeping that stability. You don't want to hyperextend that lower back. And keep going, inhaling and exhaling as you're working. And let's do 3 more. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Coming back to center, deep breath in, exhale, toe tap, and up. That's 1 and 2. Keeping that hip height. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And little circles forward. Imagine like you're drawing little circles on the wall below you. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And changing directions. And 1, 2, 3. Working hard. 3, and 2, and 1. And slowly coming back down, dropping those hips and turning over onto your tummy. Those of you following my sister, you're going to extend your arms out in front of you. Those of you following me, we're going to interlace our hands comfortably behind our back. And activating that core, activating those glutes. We're going to lift our straight legs off the mat. So we want those knees off the floor. Just make sure you don't strain that back. And as we inhale, we're going to exhale, lift your chest up to face and look in front of you. And then slowly coming back down to look in the other direction. Those of you following my sister, you can just lift and lower yourself into a prone Superman hold. Then slowly dropping down. Those of you following me, you are bending those legs, and on that exhale, extending those legs and those arms behind you, and slowly coming back down. And that's the movement. If you want more of a shoulder stretch, you can attempt to do this movement, just opening that chest as you move from left to right. And let's do 3 more. That's 1. And we're going to hold for 10 seconds on that last one. And lift and holding for 10. Work hard, squeezing those glutes. Try not to relax. So use your core to tilt that pelvis towards your chin. Let's go for another 3. So we're going to go straight into swimming here. We're going to extend our arms, rotating those palms towards the floor, and just lowering and lifting opposite hands and limbs for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting arms and legs to slowly drop back down. Lifting yourself all the way up into rest position. Pushing the shoulders into the ground, and now slowly walking your hands towards the left hand side as you open the right hand side of your ribs. Now slowly coming back to center, and then walking over towards the other side, opening the left hand side of the body. Slowly coming back to center and lifting yourself all the way into all fours. And then dropping that pelvis onto the mat as you open that chest towards the sky. And then back into that rest position for one final time. And coming back into seated. Thanks for joining my sister now on the mat today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. And thank you for joining us on that adventure. Looking forward to seeing you in that next video. Thank you.